All right, welcome to the GFM Podcast with me, Moz, and
Me, Johnny. How's it going?
it's going well, mate. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good
New
stuff, good
new
stuff.
podcast we've got going on here.
That's right, that's right. We're having a go, and why not? Because we love listening to podcasts while gaming and at work and stuff like that. So why not make our little ramblings going on, I guess?
Yeah, don't get to listen to very many UK-based podcasts, especially from the northeast of England. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
true.
new thing for us.
Yeah, that's true. I don't actually know of any, to be honest with you. I don't know of any. Do you know of any?
No, not at all. So yeah, so
It's
for
a
the
shame, isn't it?
listeners, so for the listeners out there, I guess just give a backstory of us guys. Just well, I'm Johnny. I'm late 30s here. Just love gaming. Just wanted to do a bit more content creation on YouTube. So here we go.
Absolutely, yeah.
How about yourself, Moz?
Was later 30s. Lifelong gamer, to be honest. Absolutely love gaming. Let's just do a podcast and just talk some shit and have some fun and look at some memes and read some news. You know what I mean? Why not? It's just fun, isn't it? It's just something to do.
For
And
sure.
if anybody listens to this,
It's
hope you
just
can
a
just chill out
pilot.
with us. You know what I mean? Come and chill out with us and play some games and chill out and just have a laugh. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's it, really.
We're hoping to do this like fairly frequently. We're both going to be on camera as well, and we might splice in some videos if we want to do some editing, post production later. So you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
really
just
look like Kirby, like with like a huge gaping mouth, like just ready
what
for
you did.
some
Like
hamburgers, like, you know.
just very suggestive mouth opening there.
I found like the picture that is like, yeah, it's a great picture of Kirby. Like it's fantastic. Like oh well.
Here's something to put you on the spot, like to get to know you. So, what's your what's your favorite game, and what's your
Oh,
favorite genre of game?
oh my god.
This is putting you on the spot here. This is the listeners to get to know you, like, and what you like.
Favorite game, it's like, to be honest with you, that's very difficult. From youth, it's got to be Link's Awakening, and then moving on to when I was about 13 or something like that, probably Diddy Kong Racing. That just had me in a vice, mate. I love that game like so much. It was brilliant. Um, so there is no one game, honestly, mate. I mean, like in Breath of the Wild, when I finally beat it last year, that was amazing. Some stressful times, but the payoff was insane. So I love like adventure games, really.
Props to you for that. Like, I'm pretty much still on the. I still have to kind of beat it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's hard, man. It does require a lot of time and patience. Like even if like you cheat a bit, to be honest, like even if you use a guide and shit, like it's a lengthy bastard.
yeah, like I've been spoiled of just like being shown where to go and what to do and stuff, and now you've got to think by yourself. It's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's almost like it's even harder. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
even
reminds you of
harder
like
now.
the first Zelda. You're like, well, what the hell do I do? Where do I go?
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
Exactly. But no, Breath of the Wild absolutely blew me away. Like I'm sure it did like other multi-millions of people, like, but fuck me, it was amazing.
got a crush on
And
Zelda. Oh,
oh no, man. Not really, like, but oh, just obviously brilliant,
no, I know you said about Diddy Kong Racing. I totally missed that kind of generation of
I
gaming. Like
noticed that I noticed that at school actually because I had a 64 and I remember like at the time I didn't know you as well, to be honest, and like but you didn't strike me like you were into gaming whatsoever at that
I
little
had
period of time, and like a couple of years later you were like into it.
I had like I had a Game Boy and a SNES, and that was it.
Aye.
And then like a totally PlayStation 1 and 64 and Dreamcast took like I think I was so focused in on music and chasing girls and stuff. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Oh, that's all fair enough, mate. You know what I mean? Like,
The big dreams of being a rock star and that didn't happen. And then obviously going to university and playing games got you back into playing games. You know, a big one for me was at university was Pro Evo, playing with everyone on PS2.
That was great, yeah.
Even though I didn't have a console at uni, that's the one thing that was constant throughout the few years for me. But for me, for my favorite game, it's probably got to be, and it's going to cheat here a little bit, but the Mass Effect trilogy on 360, like that was my jam. Like, I love like sci-fi stuff, and just the choices going from one game to another, and the shooting. The first game's can be a bit dodgy with the shooting. Like, even the new remastered one, I'm still not feeling the first one as much as I got into the second and the third one. But yeah, that
Mass
was my
Effect
jam.
series.
Yeah.
So you got the new remastered trilogy.
Yeah, and it looks amazing. It's weird with remasters because you think, right, yeah, it looks amazing, but that's what I remember it being like 360. You know what I mean? So you feel like a bit gypped until you actually see
So
what
you
it
saw it
like.
in rose tinted glasses is reality now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you go back to like some of them early PS1 games and try and remember, and you think what you remember of them was probably like far better than what they actually are to play.
Totally.
I booted up my PS3 the other day just to kind of, because I haven't done it in ages. It was just kind of collecting dust, and I put in like one of the Ratchet and Clank's trilogy, and it just looked like garbage to us.
Amazing.
Just been spoiled too much, but yeah.
I would say like Xbox 360 era, like I think I was a little bit late to it, but when Fallout 3 came out in 2008, like I'd never played a game like that before, and that absolutely blew me socks off. Like, it was amazing, you know. Like, it's just like these games that everybody talk about, like they talk about them for a reason, because they are like literally the daddy. You know what I mean? They are the daddies of the games. Like, but Fallout 3 was amazing, like on Xbox, and I really enjoyed BioShock as well. That was a great game. I love the setting of BioShock, Shock in Rapture and stuff like that. That was fucking awesome, and the gameplay was just excellent. So that was really good. And
did you ever play this? Did you ever play the second one as well?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've played all of them. Like, they're all really good. Like, I even liked Infinite as well. The third one, isn't it? Infinite, I think.
Oh yeah, up in the skies in Colombia. I remember the 360 era just kind of being. That was when we started playing online together, and
Halo 3.
Halo 3 was epic, and so was Battlefield Bad Company 2. That was epic.
It's such an epic game.
Obviously, all the COD ones, like
yeah.
The
Battlefield Company Bad Company 2 is just insane, though, isn't it? Like, just the playability on that game was just amazing for multiplayer, and the campaign was really good too, with a sense of humor. I don't know if they ever did that again, like with the Battlefield 3 or whatever. Like, I don't know. Did they ever like do like a slightly comedic route?
Nah, it was pretty much straight laced. Maybe it's like one-liners here and there, but nothing like it. Like,
it's a shame, man. It's a shame, man, because not only was like the multiplayer amazing, like that narrative was really good with, like, you know, a bit of comedy here and there. Like, it was just fun.
I really like the multiplayer,
slightly unusual.
Like, the multiplayer when we were like, because it was like loads of destruction. Like, you could be in a house and someone will just level it, and you're like, shit.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty epic for the time. Like, when you've like looked at like Call of Duty and it has trouble like doing, you know, one of the features what you can open a door now. It was kind of a bit funny how they do it now.
I usually just bash through the door in Warzone now. I've just got like automatic tactical sprint on. I just fucking bash through everything now. I fuck it. Like, one of my favorite ones from 360 was Assassin's Creed 2. Like, that was an amazing game. Like, just it blew one out of the fucking water, like, as well. I remember, like, hell of a game, that one.
Yeah, I remember getting one and finding it really like visually amazing, but like at the same time, like really boring.
Yeah.
And it was just like, right, listen to what he's saying and then follow him and then kill him. It's just kind of rinse and repeat. Whereas the second one was like, right, you're going all these places, you're climbing up, you're meeting Da Vinci. It was just more epic, and
it was so much.
The character was better.
It was so much more well developed of a game, like everything, gameplay, scenario, scenes. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, that game. So yeah, that's a little bit about our history, really. Which is cool, man. You know, like, so far we've had an amazing game in life. Grew up in an amazing time to play games. You know, it's pretty cool, and it's only getting better, I think. I mean, that is when like PS5, everybody can get one, and fucking PlayStation actually stopped being so weird about the pricing policies and stuff like that, upgrades and shit.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a PS5, but that was just literally being on Amazon and refreshing it every 2 minutes, or every 10 seconds when I seen like a Twitter drops in, or they're gonna start releasing them at, like, I can't remember the time, was at 9 a.m. They're gonna start doing pre-orders, and then you're just refreshing it until you get one. And I was lucky enough to do it, like, but because I just knew the hype, because especially over lockdown, like, people just getting into gaming more, like you
Totally.
finding it hard to find like even like older consoles, like people were buying like Xbox Series X, no, not Xbox One X. I mean, I hear that name in convention. I
don't think anybody fucking likes that, mate. Like, it's just so confusing.
Xbox One X, Xbox Series X. Yeah, it just doesn't roll off the tongue nice, does it?
It's fucking shite, mate. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you like your PS5. You don't. Do you like regret getting it a little bit because there isn't that many games at the moment?
No, not at all. Because even my older games, like there's patches and it runs much better. Like, you know, like the load times. Say if you put in, I know they just released a Horizon Zero Dawn patch, and it's 60 frames per second now, and just stuff like that. And it just even goes to Tsushima, like when it was on PS4, it was just like load within like a second. Like on PS5, it would just load, like it would just be, you know, back in the day when you're on cartridge and you just didn't have loading screens. It just feels we're getting closer to that now. So
absolutely, yeah.
It's
absolutely,
I hated, like, remember on like PS4 you were playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and it took about 3-4 minutes even to get into the load screen.
It was rubbish, like.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, I am looking forward to getting one and having those like load times fucked off. Like, that would be great. Looking forward to that, like, for sure. I'll get one of these days.
You're a Switch boy, though, really, at heart.
I mean, to be fair, like, a lot of the time I do play Switch now. Like, yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah.
What's your thoughts on the new one coming out next month?
I'm not too fussed, to be honest with you. It'll be a nice, flashy little thing, but I ain't getting one.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, no way. Like,
not for the price. Like, what they needed to do was lower the price of the OG model, and then have the OLED as the price that it is now. If you know what I mean.
Absolutely, man.
But to charge more in 2021 for that, nah, any chance, like. Just for a better screen.
Oh, mate, I know.
It's crazy. Like, shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely.
I do like the white on it though, but I've had a white DS before, and it just, like, don't know. After a while, it just looks grubby. So
Yeah, they all do though, don't they? Like after a while, it's not the color to get over time because it'll just get all yellow and shit, won't it? But it is a sleek looking thing, like, and you know, what I mean, it looks good, like, looks lush. I mean, look at that, it's lush. To be fair, if you like, I really like handhelds. To be honest, I really do. Always have. Love my Game Boy back in the day and that. And like this just looks amazing, but it's I'm still not going to buy one. I'm happy with my Switch. The one I've got.
They needed to put a bit more like RAM in it to make the games run a bit better. That's what I feel like they should have at least done. Just bump it up a tiny bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for that Hyrule Warriors Calamity.
Age of Calamity.
Sorry, Calamity War. What the hell am I on about? That one was like can run like a bit like dog shit after a while. Like
I know what you mean. I was actually really enjoying that game. Like for one afternoon, like like a handful of hours. Got kind of far. Got to a boss that was absolutely insanely difficult, and then I just had a fucking headache. You know what I mean? Because it was just looking totally like just all over the place. You know what I mean? But fun gameplay, but not enough to kind of go back once you get like stuck. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be interested to hear what this enhanced audio is all about, to be honest. Like,
I think it's just bigger speakers. That's what it probably is.
I mean,
I know.
kind of like put like a little subwoofer in here. It's like hilarious. Like, I don't know.
What I wish even if they put like Bluetooth in, like so I can sync it with my AirPods or.
Are they still not done that? They're still not doing it for the OLED model?
Nah. It's bonkers.
Fuck's sake.
Even my shitty phone from years ago can have Bluetooth for
That's
that.
a joke, mate. Better together. Yeah, man. That's a joke.
He's look at him there. Like he just looks like he's like, I wish she was like in love with us.
She's only my friend. And I'm good.
Like, please go out with us. Please go out with us.
It's actually a ghost, mate. No.
That face, man. Fucking Kirby would eat him up, like.
Oh man, I would really love to see. I would love to see Game Boy games come on. I know that's the rumor for online Game Boy games to come on. But if I'm honest, I want 64 games, not Game Boy games, because Game Boy games are practically NES games. You know.
Yeah.
But like, there are better Game Boy games than NES games, I think, personally. But I would like 64. And you should experience 64, mate, because it was fucking great.
I do find it a bit hard to go back to it. Like,
I'm the same, yeah. Especially NES.
I wish it was that era of like GameCube and Game Boy Advance. That's pretty much has a soft spot in my heart.
Yeah,
GameCube got me back into gaming, so
yeah, man.
I would want them to do that personally, but it's Nintendo. They're never going to do that, are they?
They're always going to do what they're going to do, and they really don't give a shit.
Bastards.
I mean, like, I went into like NES Online because Metroid Dread's obviously coming out, and I thought, do you know what? I really, honestly, haven't really played any Metroid games. So I went to play like Metroid NES, and I literally got like a minute into it, and I was like, I can't be fucking arsed with this. Like, I just couldn't be bothered. Like, it's so like, the controls and stuff. It's just, it's hard to play NES games now, mate.
Yeah,
it's just hard to play them, man. Like, you just don't want to play them.
I don't even have the app downloaded. I've deleted it off my Switch. I've only got the Super Nintendo one.
Oh, have you? That's probably not a bad idea.
I'm just like, I have no case where I go, right, I really want to play fucking NES tennis. it's just need chance.
It's like, and there's so many of them like in the library now. And you're never ever going to get to them anyway now because there's so many of them, even if you like going to try it, because it's like so fucking overwhelming. There's like 60 odd games there or something. It's just like, fuck this, man. Like, I don't want to pay for this shit. Give me something else. Give me something, like, I think because you can buy like a Turok, which was a 64 game, and like obviously like
It's all announced.
yeah, it's enhanced and stuff, but like the fact is like they can make you pay for a 64 game. You know what I mean? They probably won't be able to make you pay for like a Game Boy game because it's not worth paying for. So like they can still make money out of 64 properties. Do you know what I mean? Like on the Mario All Stars, and when Super Mario 64 was on there, technically you're paying for that too. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like they're really holding off on that because they know they'll probably turn a profit on some of these games and not just put them online for free. Well, for your subscription fee.
So do you think they're gonna release a direct soon?
I think that's the rumor, isn't it? It's like this week or something like that. Yeah.
I think I've seen all the like YouTubers, like the big ones for Nintendo, are like September. Like, here we go. They need to kind of at least see what's coming for next year. Like, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Keep the ball rolling.
Time's cracking on a bit. Time's cracking on a bit for it to be announced.
Because what you've got WarioWare on Friday. Then you've got Metroid Dread next month, and then you've got Mario Party. Then you've got then Pokemon end of November, and then Advance Wars December. So need to give the fans something to look forward to, like, for next year. Just a little taste.
Absolutely, mate. Like, absolutely. Like, I'm really looking forward to.
A few the rest now. Suck on your teeth, Nintendo.
Oh man, yeah. No, like this. Like, I'm looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West next year. Even though I'll be playing it most likely on the PS4, that is a game I'm really looking forward to because I fucking love the first one. It was brilliant, especially like the kind of like end kind of like scenario. It was just a massive fucking just absolute war going on. Like, I thought that was so well done the way they did it. It was just so much shit going on the screen, but it was just like, this is so like engrossing. It's like insane. Like, it was just super fun.
Do you reckon it'll run well, or like?
I don't know. Like, I'm hoping so, mate, because like majority of people are going to buy it on PS4. I think even at that point, aren't they? So if fucking better, because there'll be a fucking uproar. You know what I mean?
Be cyberpunk style.
Like, they're gonna, like, you know, like, if it is a fucking joke, like, there'll be patches like instantly. I would have thought, because we can't have a cyberpunk on our hands. Like, probably the most pathetic game of all time. That, like, absolutely disgusting. Like,
yeah.
I've never ever been that angry before, like, about a video game, or kind of give a shit, because I felt so fucking cheated. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I've still got it, because like it was instantly untradeable. So I'm just like, like, I don't really need a $5. Like, so yeah, I can't even be asked to fucking get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah.
Fuck Cyberpunk, man. Fuck Cyberpunk.
I bought it digitally and then thought,
mate.
No, they're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix it. It'll be fine. And then, like, you know, they can't. They updated The Witcher pretty well, so I was just like, they'll keep updating it and updating it. It'll get to where it needs to be, and then it's just kind of lost interest now. Don't really care.
Mate. It's so bad. Like, it's just like, it's not even fixed now. Like, it's not even fixed. Like,
what was your funniest error that you had? Mine was shooting someone, but I didn't have a gun in my hand. That was the best. Like,
I mean,
best one I saw. Like,
I mean, there was one where I was like, I was in like this truck or something, and it was fucking shooting and stuff like that, and there was just nothing in my hands. That's all I remember. Like, I gotta be honest, mate, like, I played the game for about 2 hours, and it was so glitchy that I've just never gone back. And like, even like Like when patches were coming in, stuff like that, I was just like, I simply just don't trust this. And I was right too, because like even now, like you hear people are just like, this game's fucked still. It's like, do you know what? Just fucking give up with this project. Just give up.
They've just put too much money into it. That's what it is. Like,
I can't understand it.
It's all about reputation now, though. Like,
It's a joke,
because you see,
man.
if they release the next game, it's just not going to do as well. Because the hype train just killed it. Like,
Complete and utter disaster, mate. Absolutely insane.
I hate when they do that as well, when the review games, but it's only based on like the PC build.
Yeah.
And then, so you think, oh yeah, it's gonna be sweet, but then you get the console version and it's just like dog shit.
Yeah.
And that's what people are saying this week last week that I've been reading, that it was to do with Sonic Colors on the Switch. Just,
oh yeah, I've heard about that's a glitchy mess.
I know it was like the initial video was a fake one because it was based on emulators and stuff, but it's still, it got replicated, so it is a bit of a mess. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
So play it on PlayStation or Xbox. If
PS4 is probably your best bet. So what have you been playing lately? Have you been playing any games lately?
Yeah, so let me think. So I tell you what I did do. I did check out the Tales demo.
All right, what did you think of that
for the new game?
Yeah.
I thought it looked amazing, like visually. I loved the kind of look of it, but the kind of story was didn't kind of grab us in the demo, and the combat I kind of didn't get my head around. Obviously, it's just a demo. It doesn't show like the game that's coming out like this Friday. But yeah, I think it's one where I'm gonna wait. I know the reviews have been going well, but I think I might wait for a little bit and see how I feel about it, if I want to buy it or not.
Yeah,
it's a big time investment.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it too. Like, I think it looks beautiful, and I've downloaded the demo too, and I was enjoying it a bit. But like a game like this, to just get like a demo for it, I just can't do it because it's so vast, isn't it? It feels vast, and like I just don't want to.
You know what I wish they did was they might have got us a bit more if they said, right, this is the demo, you've got a couple hours, but you see if progress continues into the game if you buy it, like they did with Dragon Quest, and they did with they did some other games I can't remember, but it was like
they've done it with a few. They did it with Octopath Traveler at the very beginning of the Switch.
I think that's such a good practice to do, because who wants to play the beginning again? Like,
it's a really good practice, good business practice, yeah.
But yeah, like I played the demo. Thought the combat was a bit. I was like playing the boss, and I died. I was like, right, trying to understand why did I die, and then kind of going back, and then just felt like a bit of a sponge, really, like the boss, damage sponge. But eventually got him down, and then it was game over, end of the demo. So,
it's kind of like a really good looking Xenoblade, isn't it? Really,
yeah,
reminds me of that a lot. That's a game I want to play. I've played 2. I didn't finish it, but I've got pretty far in it, to be honest. I'll go back at some point, but I want to play what do you call it? Is it Chronicles? Xenoblade Chronicles, the game before.
Yeah, 2. The first one. Yeah, it's like a different character.
With Shulk.
Shulk. It's meant to be like the most beloved one out of them, to be honest. Apart from, I know all the Wii U people like, which I've never played, which is Xenoblade X. Yeah, X.
I hear so many good things about it, to be honest with you, and like even like improved mechanics and stuff like that. Like, so it just sounds like a really fun time sink To be fair, like that's what it feels should be anyway.
But the other game I've been playing is I've been playing a bit of Yakuza Like a Dragon. Sorry, I was just looking at my game stack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I initially got this on sale for the PS4 version, but it gives you the PS5 version for free. So I downloaded, put the PS4 disc in, and you download the PS5 version, and then on your way, and it just looks class. It is turn-based. I think I only got it for like about £20, which is quite cheap considering, but I guess it's been out since like end of last year. But I find it a bit refreshing that the combat's like different, like it's turn-based rather than just to beat 'em up, because the earlier Yakuza games, it did feel a bit.
Yeah, I'm playing Zero at the moment.
Amazing. Do you find it a little bit button mashy, but
absolutely, like like it's the first like Yakuza game I've ever played, and I bought it on the weekend, to be honest, just to play something new. I'm waiting for other stuff to come out, but like the way I'm doing it is I'm kind of just with a game like that's going to last so long, I'm just treating it like a little book. Like I'll go into it for like next save.
I remember what
increments.
Like is it like, I can't remember, is it Japanese voices?
Yeah,
like
it's in the 80s. It's like it's meant to be like a prequel to, I think, the entire Yakuza franchise. It's like a prequel to everything, or whatever you call it.
Like
the origin story.
The new one, if you don't like subtitles, it is voiced in English if you want to do it that way. So I guess that's where a lot of money goes into the production, I guess, when it's like Japanese game, you've got to.
It's a fun game though, because like when I went to Japan and stuff, like you do get them vibes. It's obviously really well done, and it's cool. I'm enjoying it, but I'm taking my time so slowly with it because there's a lot of dialogue, and I'm just gonna eat it all up. Basically, a lot of reading, but it's all good. I've been playing Skyward Sword. I've got about 26 hours in Skyward Sword now. I think it's brilliant. I think it's an excellent Zelda game. I'd never played it before. I think it looks great on the Switch. I think they did a really good job compared to what it looked like on the Wii. It looked like shit. I think it plays really well. I've been using the Joy-Cons. Like, I think it's really good. Like,
so
fucking awesome.
Motion.
I've been playing the motion controls like throughout the thing, and I think it's really good, really immersive.
Did you try the button one?
I did, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like having to like hold in top L. To move around and shit. I was like, nah, I can't be asked to do this all the time. It's just much easier with the Joy-Cons for me.
Definitely not one for. I played it for a little bit on handheld, and I did find like the button controls a bit annoying. Something you're going to get used to, but I don't know if, because I played on the Wii, and it did get a bit boring after a while when you were just wagging, doing the motion controls. I was like late at night and you want a gaming session, you just knackered, and the last thing you want to do is be doing motion.
Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, like when you have to like raise like the sword like fully up, I'm like nearly smacking the ceiling, you know what I mean? And then I'm just like straight down in that, and then I just like smack my knee. But
Mrs. is like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah. But I think it's really good, man. Like I'm really enjoying it. I think it looks great. Like I was getting like Ocarina of Time vibes like at first, because like the kind of the linear pace of it and stuff. But it's brilliant, man. It's a really fun game, really fun Zelda game. Great little puzzles and shit. It's fucking good, man.
Have you got any favorite dungeons so far?
I can't remember what it's called, but probably the last one I did was really good. The boss like literally has like 6 arms with like it's like a big robot with like 6 arms with like giant swords in each one, and just comes out. You probably see him on this. Can you see the screen?
Oh yeah.
You might see him. Oh, this fella here. Oh,
Ooh.
honestly, I was fighting him last night. Really good, like I haven't fought this little Pokemon dude. Like, I'm getting spoiled. Fucking
Oh yeah, spoilers.
but yeah, like just fun, having fun, taking my time with it, and it's well worth the price, man. That's why you get a Switch to play games like this, man. You know, like AAA first party games. This is why you get a Switch.
Yeah, and everything else is just like topping.
Yeah, I've been playing this as well. Baja Edge of Control. Yeah, it was that cheap, and I've been just playing the fuck out of it because it's just like there's a ton of like different courses, a ton of different vehicles, and it's just kind of like a switch your brain off and play and listen to a podcast game. It's really good.
Actually, just shout out for my last game my constant game that I play is like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
You can play, you can play for free. I think it's up until like level 60, and it's level 60 and through the end of the first expansion.
Yeah.
And it's it's just great. Like even like the way they do the controller prompts. You don't have to. You can plug in a keyboard and mouse if you want in your PlayStation, but you don't have to. I think it's like one of the best. It's a bit of slow start. I'm only in like just under level 30, but it is ramping up now. People say, just get through the first game, the Realm Reborn expansion, like the base game, get through that, and then the expansions are amazing. So it's meant to be like the best Final Fantasy story. So I'm just kind of keeping at it. It's like my ongoing go-to game, really. Just need to get you into it, and then team up with you and do some dungeons, or maybe it's just a sweet little game to do. And
can you play free like up to a certain point though? Can't you? Up to a certain level you can play free, can't you?
Yeah. So it's up to level 60, and it's through the end of the first expansion. So it's so it's a lot of content. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of hours of content, like a couple hundred hours. So
I love that, mate, though. Like, like fucking, that's awesome, man.
And then like at the end of the day, like, if you wanted to pay, like it's kind of like people are saying it's worth it. Like if that's one of your go-to games, it's better than, I guess, some people pump in loads of money to Call of Duty season battle passes and shit.
Yeah, I've never paid for a battle pass, like, but
fuck that. Yeah.
Nah, I still really enjoy Warzone, to be honest with you. I do, like, it's fun, and I'm not totally shit at it. That's why I like it. I think
I've always found like it's all right. Like Battle Royale just seems like that first 10-15 minutes really like boring.
Yeah.
Just searching for gear and that. It's just like, how man.
Did you play the new Vanguard? New Vanguard's.
I didn't know. Was it good? Did you try it out?
It's awful. Like, it looked awful on PS4. Like, it really muddy graphics, and like just the gameplay was not very fun. I don't like the setting, man. They've done it to like I feel like they've done it too many times, and it's just like I think with the success of like Modern Warfare, Warzone, and stuff like that. I don't know. It'll probably sell like a gajillion, but I don't think I'm going to buy it if I can just play Warzone for free. The thing they have got though going for it is they're gonna have like Warzone Pacific, and I think that'll only be if you buy the game. You could probably only play that Warzone map.
Like a new, yeah. That, I
possibly.
think that's what they're trying to do. Yeah. I read
'Cause,
that there's a new early access open beta this weekend, and then the weekend after, it's an open beta for like all PlayStation users. So
mhm.
you can play like TDM or Domination or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's you're not just having that. What was that mode called again? Like this past weekend, it was called.
I'm not
Cap-
sure.
It was just one mode, wasn't it? Like that you played.
Oh yeah, I can't remember, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I do
But
know what you
yeah,
mean.
I think this year for me, like I think there's only one shooter game that's up there for me, and it's Battlefield. To be
Battlefield.
honest, it looks
Yeah,
insane. Even though it's only multiplayer, like it's like so what? That's what Battlefield is. Like no one really plays it for the single player anyway.
that's true. That's true. But I did think Battlefield 1 had like pretty good campaign. Thought that was
Yeah,
really well done, to be honest. But it's an epic fucking franchise, man. It's like realism versus arcade, and it like basically like COD is
I
like
think
slightly arcadey in its approach, like
I'm just waiting for
unrealistic.
them to announce like the open beta for Battlefield. Get on that, like, because I want to. They've given a few bits from like E3 and all this, and like a couple of trailers and stuff, and it does look amazing because obviously they capture the best Battlefield moments and stuff. But I want to know what an actual match looks like and
Yeah.
how like what you're going to be
Oh,
doing. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that, man.
yeah. And
That'll be
like
amazing.
on the new consoles, it's going to be like 100 odd players, and on last gen, it's going to be like 64 max or something like that.
Yeah,
So
that'll do. I don't need more like dickheads like killing this, to be honest.
I wonder if it's. I guess it won't be cross-play then, will it? With
Must be.
it, it mustn't be
They'll do
because
themselves in if it's not.
it'll probably be like PS5, um, Xbox Series XS, and PC, and then Xbox One and PS4 will be like by itself. I don't know. Maybe there's some magic that going on that can do.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but that would be good. Yeah.
Just need you to get a PS5. No,
Hi. Don't get us wrong, I'd like one. You know what I mean? I would
just
like
can't
one.
get just can't get in. Go in the store and get one. That's the problem.
That's it, like yeah. I mean, it
Even when
looks
you,
fucking epic, doesn't it? Like it looks fucking epic. Like I dig it.
it's
I just hope it's not a
basically
mess on PS4. I just hope it's not a mess. Hope it's a mess, not a mess.
it's. I think loads of COD people from Modern Warfare are going to go to this. Like, to be honest, I think they're going to look at like because obviously Cold War dropped the ball a bit with the multiplayer, and same with this new. Well, I can't say for Vanguard, but it's not the setting that they want. So the people who love like Modern Warfare, I think they're gonna go to 2042 big style.
It looks cool, man. Like I just hope they knock it out of the park. I hope they knock it out of the park.
Definitely. So what's the next? We've kind of just like run into segments.
It's all good.
Um,
I mean, like this is like the pilot episode, isn't it? It's like episode 0. Sorry, mate, I'm slurring and that I'm knackered, but it's all good.
I thought you were mortal. No.
I sound the same, don't I? But I don't know. Like, is there any releases that you're looking forward to? We've got some upcoming releases. Life is Strange.
Nah, that's nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't really give a shit about Deathloop. I don't know, like the art style kind of like depresses me. It
It's
just
I
looks
never got
generally a bit dull.
I never got into Dishonored games, never got into them. Tried to, just not for me. Like, um, I tell you what, I did pre-order. I did like order like today, which is, I don't know, proper like on a whim. Was actually NBA 2K22.
Oh, really?
No, I've just got like I'm just jonesing for like to play basketball game, to be honest. And I seen like they have like the single players like weaved in with the kind of, they have this mode where it's like the city where you know you can do what you want, you can meet up with people
Yeah,
and play
it does look fun.
games.
It looks fun.
Yeah,
Like, to be fair.
I think it was just totally on a whim. So, but I want to get into it. Like, I want it to be like my go-to kind of sports game, because I'm not really bothered about FIFA this year, and because our, you know how they're doing Pro Evo, they're releasing it as a free. It's going to be free to play, so I think that's more enticing. I know it's going to be stripped down when it first releases, but then they're going to add to it, and I just want to see.
That's going to be huge. That I hope it's cross-play.
Oh yeah, and like if me and you, all we want to do is just play like random matches together. And like if we don't have to pay for it, and it's like I could just.
Oh man,
why
I think that's a
FIFA?
genius idea, making pairs. Like, is it pairs?
It's they changed the name, so it's like eFootball.
eFootball. Same thing. So like, if they're making that free and they make it cross-play, like they're gonna make billions. Like, like they're gonna make billions, man.
I know I've never been into like Ultimate Team or car collecting stuff. I think that's why, even though like NBA 2K22 has that type of thing, but I think it's that city mode that kind of drew me into it, and playing that and doing the career and that's what kind of drew me into it. It's like a sports RPG basically. You level up your character.
It always has like a story mode, doesn't it? And like it looks pretty good, to be honest. Like, it looks entertaining, and like just switch your brain off and play some b-ball. Like, get money.
Sometimes you know I work all day, and you just you don't want to have to.
No. Put like Skyward Sword in and just try and figure out a fucking puzzle or something.
Yeah, you just all you want to do, and sometimes playing Call of Duty is a bit too fast paced for your brain.
No. That's why I bought Baja Edge of Control, because I wanted to switch my brain off and just listen to a podcast and play a game. Yeah, totally, man. Yeah.
It's
you can't fucking do that with you can't do that with Yakuza 0. That's what I mean. I have to like get into that for about 15 minutes at a time, like I say, you know what I mean? Because I'm not reading for like two hours, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Like, so it's broken up in chapters, so
it's in chapters.
That's all right then.
Yeah.
I like when games do that, like when they break stuff up into chapters.
There's plenty of save points as well, so that's okay. It's not too bad.
Final Fantasy VII Remake did that, and I kind of like really dug the kind of chapters going, right, I'm going to do this chapter tonight. And it was like, I know it's going to be a couple hours, but like, I'll get this chapter done tonight. And you're feeling like a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Getting through it, even though it's just a game,
Totally, man.
And getting your trophies and that.
Get your trophies and that, absolutely.
Trophy.
I think we should just end it here, mate, because like I don't know how long we've been doing this, but a reasonable chunk of time, and this was episode 0, the pilot episode of the GFM podcast with Moz and Johnny. And if anybody saw this, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and see you later. Bye.
Bye.